All welcome to Pamita World. My name is Pamita Sinkandari and you are watching my YouTube video on for the next topic. Fine. So all the English medium students, I am releasing a new playlist. New playlist for those candidates or keen learners who wants to take a fascinating job in software industry, and for that I want to tell you that along with the data science or artificial intelligence, many companies what they do, they ask some questions based on the reasoning. Fine. Reasoning, like from maths also they ask some questions, basic maths. And in this basic maths they asked, most of the companies ask questions based on the reasoning, logical reasoning or analytical reasoning or rules. They ask this type of questions in their interview. So most of the candidates who didn't learn these things, but they learned technology only, they get a leg behind that interview. They just don't know from where this type of questions come from, because they didn't learn these basic things about the maths. So in this new playlist what I'm going to prepare for you students is on the heading, that playlist would have the heading of reasoning. Fine. Reasoning in English, reasoning for English medium students on Pamita AI World only on my YouTube channel. So you just check that video also on playlist. And syllabus, here I am gonna tell you in this video what kind of syllabus I'll teach you there. Fine. So this would be the syllabus. Number 1, part 1 would be part 1. This syllabus would be on in 2 parts. I'll teach you all the basics of reasoning in this video, which comes under maths, and many companies, good software companies, they asked questions based on reasoning also, along with artificial intelligence, data science and all these things, or many software companies ask these questions. Fine. So it would be based on part 1, reasoning based on logic. Reasoning based on logic, part 1. So in part 1 I'll teach you, number 1, basic of logics. Basic of logic. Fine. Number 2, I'll teach you assumptions. Number 3, I'll teach you arguments. Number 4, inferences. Number 5, course of action. Number 6, data sufficiency. Number 7, I'll teach you punchline. Number 8, I'll teach you strengthening. And number 9th, I'll teach you cause and effect. Fine. This would comes under part 1, and it would be reasoning based on logic. And although these topics are quite brainstorming, but I will try to teach you in a very simplest way, so that you can understand all these topics in no interval of time. So please keep focusing on studying, so that you don't get distracted from your life path. So part 2 would be reasoning based on rules. And in this video, in part 2, I'll teach you syllogism. And second, I'll teach you analytical decision making. decision making. And second, I'll teach you input output, and that too with basics. And this input and output only I will teach you. Fourth, wait a minute, I'll teach you in this input outputs itself. I'll teach you shifting. Fine. And number fifth, I'll teach you in input output itself arrangement. And number 6, what syllogism, shifting, arrangement. And in input output itself I will teach you miscellaneous. I'll teach you next coded relationship. Fine. And at 8th, coded binary numbers. Number 9th, I'll teach you coded inequalities. Coded inequalities. And number 10th, I'll teach you problem solving. Fine. So this topic I'll teach you in my playlist, which would be in the name of Reasoning for English Medium Students under Pamita AI World. Fine. So please, while you are studying from my videos on artificial intelligence, data science, etc. on Freely, please watch this playlist alongside all those videos so that you can simultaneously understand all these topics. And I will upload all these videos on regular basis for logic also. Fine. So you don't get confused what kind of questions companies asked on in interview for these things. Fine. And you don't get deviated from your life path. So this is the thing. Thanks a lot. Keep learning, happy learning, and keep watching. Namaste.